of the first period. Drop back feed here, Schuler to the corner, looking back along the near point. Played here at the left side by Newton, blocked down. Here come the Cats along the far side left. Trying to chase it down over on the far wing was Middleton. Comes back to Schuler here near neutral. And it's lifted up into the BU bench. 12:50 to go here in the first period. BU with an early goal by Victoria Bach, up 1-0 over the Wildcats. Played back by UNH along the near side right. Jenna Rowe lifts it along. Played out of the net there by Schroeder. Wildcats take it away on the far corner. Winskowski backhands it along, and it's sent wide off the stick of Dunbar. Cleared back along the right side. 1-on-5, back the other way. BU carries it into the zone. Looking for some trailer help there was Tarnowski. Looking along to the right point, kept in along the right side by the Terriers. Lifted further behind the net, there's Rogers. Stripped for, the puck away was Jenna Rowe. She gets taken down. The penalty here coming up here again against BU. Through the center line, Wenskowski sends one in. A blocker save made, guided out to the far half wall. Lifted along further by Turner. Loose puck chased down to the corner on the far wing, and finally touched up here by BU. Another power play coming up for the Cats on this tripping call against the Terriers. 1-0 is our score. BU over the Wildcats early in this. Busy day here on campus. Volleyball across the street as we speak. Soccer as well, with the women's variety over across the street as well. Here's Schlegel trying to send one in, and it's held on to by Schroeder. Wildcats in the middle of a substantial homestand here. Six straight at home, 2 against Vermont, 2 against Colgate here coming up over the next few weeks. Here's a wrister that whistles wide from the left point by Wenskowski. Here's Peltier back up to the point. Peltier on a feed from Turner. Comes out to the near corner. Banked along the near glass. Kept in here by Peltier. Schlegel now trying to get it over to the far circle. And in front, it's redirected wide off the pad of Schroeder. Back up to the point, Peltier. Gets one up front for Dunbar. Dunbar gets a poke checked away. Turner tries to clean it up. Turner in front of the net tries to jam it in. 1:15 here to go on the power play for New Hampshire. Here's Peltier playing it to the top of the circle. Schlegel dances her way in front. Oh, rebound played down here by Wenskowski. Wenskowski tries to lift it upstairs as she carried it out to the far post. Behind the net again. Wildcats with a backhanded feed in front. There was Carly Turner, and it's cleared back by the Terriers. Inside a minute, 48 seconds to go here on the power play for the blue and white. Second power play of the game, 0 of 1 so far. And now here's McManus. McManus plays through the near blue line, lifted along. Taves going to try to chase it. Behind the net now, it's played by Fedeschi. Fedeschi trying to steer it along. There's Taves outside left circle. Looking back up to the point, Howard slides it out to the left side. Played here by Scammell. Through some traffic, it bounces off the end wall. Played here by McManus. She tries to backhand it along further with some help. Some trailer help by Taves. Here's Fedeschi. Fedeschi now on the circle. Down low feed, goal line extended. Taves tries to backhand it in, it goes wide. 10 to go here on the power play for UNH. Down a goal right now to the Terriers. At the point on the left side with ease. It's gloved down by Corinne Schroeder off the stick of the freshman in Scammell. Wildcats on the season, 5-1-1. Their lone loss coming at Northeastern. Back on Wednesday night, a busy night, week for the Cats. 4 games in a 7-day stretch rather. Northeastern, that loss 4-1. Lifted into the bench by the Cats and Jenna Rowe, and we'll get a face-off in neutral ice. Galway gets it out to the far wing and now sent back along the near side left. Sent in front, a big rebound by Boutelier, and it's cleared out to the far corner. Nice drive there by BU. Backhanded along. Played over on the corner by the Terriers, looking back up to the point. Sent in wide from the right side. Wildcats will clean it up here. Lifted through the corner on the far wing. Wildcats try to get it up and out of the zone with Truex. Maddie tries to play it along the far wall, off the kick plate. Proust tried to get it across. Played back across the middle and to the opposite corner, played here into the zone, courtesy of Hazlitt. Hazlitt there with Devin Taylor. Devin now tries to dish it to the corner on the near wing. Inside 9 minutes to go here in the first period. BU up 1-0. Back to center. Wildcats in neutral ice will send it in and they have to touch up the line. Played back along the near half wall, and icing will be whistled here against BU. Schlegel races up to the puck to touch it up. BU will face their first non-conference action coming up next weekend against RIT down in Walter Brown. So many teams get their non-conference games not out of the way, but they play a majority of them during the first half of the season. BU all beat Hockey East all the time right now. 2 against RIT coming up. They'll then head down to Washington, D.C. to take on Minnesota State and Wisconsin at Kettler. That is the new Capitals practice facility down there in Arlington. Brown, Yale, Princeton, rounding out the BU opponents off the conference this year as they carry into the zone. Schuler behind the net, trying to get it for Klein. Wildcats will play the puck out to the half wall on the far side. Lifted along, trying to chase it down over there is Turner. .7:35 to go as Klein carries into the zone. Stanley trying to lift it along, played here to the corner by the Cats and Wiskowski. Played by Scammell. Outlet feed out to the left. And Dunbar is going to walk it back across center. She sends it in on net as the Cats are looking for a full change. Back along the near wing. Kelly turned over to Rowe. Jenna backhands it along. Taylor skated up ice without the puck, and now here come the Terriers. Victoria Bach at the top of the circle on the far wing. Mary Grace Kelly over there as well. Bouncing puck played back to center by Julia Fedeschi. Offside, the whistle against BU. Rebecca Leslie jumps the gun through the blue line over on the far side. 6:49 to go here in the first. BU up 1-0. UNH 0 of 2, BU 0 of 1 on the power play so far. Cats out shooting BU right now by a 3-2 count. Back up to the point, played here along the right side. Hazlitt trying to play the bouncing puck, save made by Schroeder. Played through the corner on the near wing. Peltier pointing up ice. Telling Proust to gather up the loose puck there away from Kelly. Comes back across the center line. Here's Taylor. Taylor tries to thread one in front. Had 3 scarlet sweaters draped all over her. Wildcats trying to come through the hashes. Broken up as Schlegel trying to carry it along. Schlegel tries to get it over. McManus was there, so too Taves. Kelly now lifts it along the near half wall, and now Coach DeRocher will want to change up for BU. Ryan DeRocher in his 13th season at the helm of this BU program. The only head coach this program has ever known. Coming over from Jack Barker's staff on the men's side. Wildcats and Dunbar try to take it away over on the far wing, and the Wildcats will come back and play in their own end. Turn back to the Terriers. Rogers, goal line extended on the near wing. Played along the near circle, back along the right side. Big speed here by Wenskowski. Toe drags one in and sends one into the sweater of Schroeder. 4:57 to go here in the first period of play. BU up 1-0 on a goal, only 18 seconds into the first. Face-off Hazel comes back to Prowse. Looking in front, Taylor tries to jam it in, and it comes out loose on Schroeder's glove side left. Prowse sent it in from the high slot. Didn't have a lot on it, so there was Taylor to try to send it home 5-hole. Delayed call here coming up against the Wildcats. Jenna Rowe on the touch-up, and I think it's Devin Taylor going to go off for the cross-check. Devin Taylor off for 2. We have 4:40 to go here in the period. BU now with their second power play opportunity of the afternoon. Here's Stanley. Stanley from inside the left point, drops it back off for Mary Grace Kelly. Out to the right side, top circle right. Turning around and trying to backhand one along was Schuler. Back up to the point. Out to the right side, now Kelly plays it on the left point. Kelly now near left circle. Tries to send one in. Back up to the point again. Stanley looks. Threading the needle in front of the Terriers in a score. Schuler sent one across in front. And the Terriers will redirect it home, making it a 2-0 game. Well, it looks like it may have gone off a Wildcat skate there. It may have gone off Fedeski. Natalie Elia out there as well. So nice puck movement on the power play for the Terriers. Now it's 2-0 for BU. Mary Grace Kelly going to get an assist on that one as well. Wildcats now on the offensive attack. Into the zone, here's Turner. Turner now to the corner on the near wing. She gets pushed up against the wall. Played along the near side left by BU. Head man feed across the middle. Played back into the zone by the Terriers. And now out to the corner on the far side. Played here by New Hampshire. Outlet feed up ice. Here's Wenskowski. Into the zone. Flanked on her right by Dunbar. And she tries to redirect it in. Delayed call coming up again. This one against BU. This time it's a hooking call going against the Terriers. Savannah Newton going to go off for BU. So more special teams coming up here in the first period. This is the 5th power play in total. 3rd power play for the Cats. BU has had 2 in the early goings of this one. Glove side left of Schroeder as we approach the 17-minute mark of the first. Howard and Scammell working the points. McManus, Taves, and now Fedeski out there for the Wildcats as well. Howard slides it out for Scammell. Wildcats play the umbrella out to the far side left, outside hashes. Taves gets it down low for McManus. She gets knocked off the puck in front, and Schroeder will cover it up. McManus carried along that far pipe. She lost her edge. She was knocked down to the ice. Wildcats get a change here. Peltier, Schlegel, Turner, Dunbar, Wenskowski are the power players out there for the Wildcats. At the point kept in. Cats on the charge. Through the far circle. Redirects out to the near wing. Backhanded along Dunbar, looking for Turner. Turner now gets it over for Schlegel. Banked along the kick plate on the corner. Chased down by BU out behind the net and out to the far wing. Wildcats on the takeaway on the corner. Schroeder tries to cover it up. Puck squirts loose through the blue paint. And now out to the corner on the near wing. It's lifted along by Victoria Bach. In on net as the Wildcats in Boutelier look for a blue line pass. Up ice, here's Wenskowski. She lifts it along the far glass. Played out to the corner on the far wing. Backhanded along through the near corner. Schlegel going to try to keep in for New Hampshire on the goal line extended. Schlegel now in front. Backhanded along by Prouse. Comes loose out to the corner on the far side. And there's Taylor. Devin Taylor skating behind the net. Gets pinched off against the wall there by Stanley. Wildcats play on the far corner. Off the side paddle of Schroeder. It's held on to for the cover-up on a shot from that goal line extended by the Wildcats. I think it was Kate Hazlitt over there sending it in. So now 28 to go on the power play for New Hampshire. 2 goals down for New Hampshire on goals by Victoria Bach. And Christina Schuch. 15 to go. Fedeschi wants the puck on the near wing. Tries to lift it upstairs from down low on the circle. Kept in Howard. Howard on the right side. Gets it back for Fedeschi. Back up to Howard. And Howard sends one in. Schroeder looked over her right shoulder. Carried along here to the corner on the near wing. It's backhanded along. BU gets back to full strength. 0 of 3 are the Wildcats on the power play. 1:13 to go here in the first period. Here's Scannell. Scannell across center. Tries to lift it into the zone. Couldn't get it across the line. Back at center. And the Wildcats will chase down. Over on the far corner. Howard behind the net. Sending one in off the side of the net was Compher. And now the Wildcats will clear it up and out. Icing called here against New Hampshire. Stick side right of Ava Boutelier. Face off won by BU. Back up to the point. Galloway couldn't carry it along. Rogers gets it across the middle. Trying to play it along here was Cook and D'Souza. And we'll get a call here against Hazlitt as she took down D'Souza here on the near half wall. So it should be body checking the call here against the Wildcats. So another power play, this time with 23 to go here in the period. Face off won by BU. Back up to the point. Looking along the near wing. Big blast sent in wide off the stick of Cook. Comes out to the right point. Cook now gets it on the left side. Cook looking, high slot. Leslie couldn't handle. 9 to go in the period. Back up to the right point. Carried along through the far circle. Back up to Cook on the clearance bid. Cook takes it, gets it back to Leslie, and the horn sounds as they look down low for Victoria Bach. 20 minutes in the books. BU up by a tally of 2-0. Victoria Bach at 18 seconds. Christina Schuler at 15:55 to give BU the 2-0 lead. 1 minute and 37 seconds to carry over on the BU power play as we skate into period number 2. Center in Durham. Here's Cook trying to keep it in. On this power play for Boston University, now the next 1 minute and 20 seconds. Wildcats on the shorthand with McManus in the offensive zone. BU going to try to carry back across center, out to the far side left, into the zone. Bach, top circle on the left side. Victoria Bach puts on the brakes, gets it back up to the left point. Blade on the far circle. Wildcats break it up across the middle, and it's cleared back, then carried back into the zone by the Cats. Sent in on net by Jenna Rowe. Dropped to the ice there by Schroeder. We'll talk about some stats here coming up at our first whistle. Centering feed blocked down as Ilya tried to redirect it in. Back up to the point here, Stanley. Stanley slides it to the high slot, looking for a wrister in with Wesley. Doesn't reach Boutelier all the way. Comes back along the near wing. Here's Ilya again. Gets it back for Stanley. Stanley outside right circle, looking back up to the point. Ilya slides it out to the far side left. Faking the shot over there with the Terriers. Now it's Stanley trying to thread the needle. Banked off the end wall. Cats are going to get back to 5-on-5 now at full strength as they send it in, and an icing will be called against New Hampshire. So Victoria Bach, 18-second mark of the first period. Assist on her goal go to Mary Grace Kelly and Abby Cook. And then BU at 15:55, a power play tally for Christina Schuler. Mary Grace Kelly with her second assist on the night. Abby Stanley getting an assist as well on that second BU tally. 19 shots for UNH in that first period of play. Shot from the point is knocked down by Boutelier, carried back by Dunbar. 12 shots in that first period by BU. Boutelier stopping 10, Schroeder stopping 19 during the first period of play. BU 1 of 3 on the power play on 5 power play shots. UNH 0 of 3 on 11 shots on the man advantage. Shot redirected from the point to the near corner. Wildcats, as you can see in their whites, will be skating right to left here during the second period of play. Here's Klein trying to lift it along. Trying to get over for Tarnowski. Through the corner on the near side. Dancing her way across the middle is Bach through the hashes, sends one in, blocked down. And we have a whistle behind the UNH net. And the face-off will come in the UNH zone. Cats win the draw, walk it back across the middle into the offensive zone. A snapshot from the top of the circle, taken by Devin Taylor, and it's held on to by Schroeder. Face-off played back up to the point. And whistled dead over on the far wing. Puck up and out of play. C.J. Hannafin, Marty Hughes. The referees today, Stephen Saul and Russell Tedford on the lines. Wildcats having a tough time gaining some momentum here in the offensive zone in the first few moments of this period. Toe drag shot by Leslie goes off the back glass. Far wing played at the point. Across the middle, center feed. Trying to get it across the middle is Rust. Comes back to center, and it's lifted back along to the UNH line. Here's Rowe. Jenna will wrap it into the zone. Rust looking up ice. Trying to get it across the middle. Played here by Leslie as she's swiveled to the outside to avoid the icing. The Wildcats will take control and try to outlet up the right side. Wildcats jump the gun over on the far right. McManus caught up over there on the line. Offside the whistle against the Wildcats, bringing the face-off back in to neutral. BU with a face-off win. Nice job there by Taves on the takeaway. Picks the pocket there. Shanahan comes back to Elia. Cleared back by BU. Back across the middle along the left side. Right into the zone. And now taken back here by the Wildcats. Sasaki over there, and now Peltier, and he comes back further to the Wildcat Schlegel. On the left side, played back through neutral ice, taken back here by Elia. Elia along the right side, and it's stick down and held on to by Ava Bootsley. 15:26 to go here in the second period. 2-0 BU on top. 2 first period goals for the Terriers. Icing the call again against the Wildcats as they backhanded along through Dunbar here on the near side. Wildcats and Turner tried to catch up to it. Face-off comes back on into the UNH end. Face-off win, Truex. Plays it to the corner on the left side, left to Boudelier. Ava has to guard that far pipe. Puck squirts up to the top of the circle. Cook tries to blast one in. Redirects out in front. A shot that's lifted wide by Comfort. Wildcats clear it back across center. Icing waved off as Newton got a piece of it. Here's Dunbar. Tries to get it over for Turner. Abby Cook over on the far corner, battling for the loose puck for BU. Over on the far wing, Dunbar there as well for the Wildcats. Carly Turner there, trying to steer one in front. And Wenskowski couldn't quite bury it. Found her stick right there atop the blue paint. Cleared back through neutral. Cats are going to chase down to the corner with Fedeschi. Side, here's Leslie. Carries it through the corner. Take down by the Wildcats, and penalty will be coming up here against UNH. Allie Prouse is going to go off. BU with 1 power play goal on the game so far. 1 of 3. This their 4th opportunity. Right side of Boutelier, back up to the point. Trying to clear it back up and out with the Wildcats. They do so. Devin Taylor comes back across neutral, carried along here by Bach. Top circle, drops it back. Stanley slides it out to the far left side. Back at the point now, Stanley regathers. Top circle, hops over the stick of Leslie. Out along the far side, taken away here by the Terriers, and Comfort tries to get it back up to the point, and so it's cleared back. $1:25 to go here on the 4th BU power play of the game. Into the zone, Stanley drops it back, Leslie back at the point, creeping her way in his Bach. She now swivels back atop the circle, looking for a diagonal down low. Played over there on the far circle, Rogers looking off a kick plate bounce was Bach. Boutelier was trying to cover it up on the near pipe. Comes out to the corner on the far side. Centering feed broken up. Leslie was creeping up the slot. Comes behind the net further. Bach with a centering feed broken up there by the Wildcats in Schlegel. 46 to go here on the power play. Blocked away there by Schlegel. Taylor trying to steer it up and out of the zone. Wildcats try to lift it along right to the far side of Peltier. Top circle left side. Down low, Bach trying to backhand run in, and it's just wide. Off a redirect off of Comfort's stick. Hazlitt, short feed over for Schlegel. And Amy will now lift it back through center with 17 seconds to go on the BU power play. Back across center, Schuer into the zone, drops it back. Ilya blocked down there by the Wildcat captain Peltier. Back up to the high slot, Cook. That one hits the back wall. Comes out to the corner on the far side. Ilya, left point, Wildcats get back to full strength. Diagonal out to Cook, top right circle, a shot that's redirected off the crossbar. Goes wide. Turner is diving to the ice, sliding to the ice to block that shot down off the stick of Cook. Now Abby Cook will lift it back into the zone with her left glove hand. Dropped to the ice over there by Boutelier. Outlet feed to the right side, cleared back by Wenskowski. Wildcats back at center. Prouse getting tangled up there with Wenskowski as the Wildcats send it into the zone. Ilya on a short feed from D'Souza. Near wing, Shanahan tried to play as well. Comes back across the line and a hand pass whistled here against BU and Jesse Comfort. 11 minutes and 2 seconds to go here in the middle period. BU up 2-0 against the Wildcats of UNH. UNH women's hockey returns to ESPN 3 coming up on Friday evening. 7 o'clock against the Catamounts of UVM. UVM winning yesterday against Merrimack down at Lawler. They arrived back at Gutterson Fieldhouse midway through the second period when the UNH men were up there. 4-4 tie last night for the men's hockey team, still holding on to first place in the conference with 5 points on the year so far. Loose puck over on the far circle. Played to the corner, behind the net. BU trying to center it up. If the Cats skate, they have numbers. Here's 4-on-2 back the other way. Racing up ice is Middleton. Middleton down low on the circle, tries to center it over for Taves. Comes back up to the point. There's Hazlitt keeping it in. Right hashes. 4-on feed, goal line extended. Raised the left pad of Schroeder, and it's cleared up and out of play by the Terriers. Faceoff should come in the BU zone, stopping play with 10:02 to go here in the second period. Faceoff won by the Cats. A shot from the circle on the near side from Schlegel. Behind the BU net. Taking it away here is Bach. Through the far circle. Played here at center here by Schlegel. Schlegel backhands it up into the New Hampshire bench. Neutral zone face-off forthcoming. And speaking of the UNH men, they will continue this two-game set on the road. Vermont yesterday and now UMass coming up next Saturday night. That game over on the UNH Sports Radio Network. Myself and Pete Webster traveling out to Mullen Center. Pete and I should be coming your way on Friday as well. ESPN 3 for women's hockey here against UVM. Stick side right of Boutelier. Wildcats with a face-off win, kicked away by the Wildcats, and Wenskowski couldn't quite get it along. Laid back through the corner on the far side. Kelly over there. You're going to try to cycle down low, and now here's Leslie behind the net. Backhanded along here by Dunbar. Goal skates back to center, and she gains a line. Dunbar here to the near corner. Help from behind by Turner. Back across center. Walking it along here is Bach. Bach backhands one in front. Comes out to the far wing is Galway. She tries to turn around and fire to the corner. Instead, backhanding it along there again was Bach. Turner. Across the middle, and the Wildcats, we whistled for an icing again. "24 shots on the game for New Hampshire and 21 for BU. BU 1 of 4 on the power play, UNH 0 of 3. 8.5 to go here in the second. Wildcats skating right to left. And here they come with Dunbar back across the middle. Dunbar into the zone, gaining the line again along the left side. Trying to send one in. Karen's out to the far wing and off the end wall. Played back across the center now on a headman feed up ice. BU tried to get it across the middle to D'Souza. Further back into the BU end. Wildcats try to chase down. Instead, Schuer over there. Along the far left. Cleared back by BU. Schuer tries to get it over for Elia. Picked up by the Terriers and lifted along here through the center red line. Garrett McManus into the zone. Through the far circle. Played over to the near corner now. UNH can't hold it in. Verbeski tried to hold on to her edge. Sasaki up ice trying to get it to Taves. Schroeder leaves it off for Stanley. Played here by Tarnowski. Here comes Kate Haslett. She plays it into the BU zone. There the Terriers along the right side, clearing it up and out. Tarnowski plays it up. Haslett takes it back. Peltier across center. Krause. She gets her pocket picked. And it comes back to center. Quick return back Peltier. Haslett. Krause. Loose puck now backhanded along. Back up to the point. Through some traffic. Got a piece of Haslett there on the Schlegel shot in. Peltier is to play it to the corner on the near side, and now it's going to be cleared back by BU. Stanley swivels back into the zone. Sends a wrister in, blocked by Peltier, and now it's Devin Taylor. Devin taps it to the corner on the far corner. It's a full change for Coach Witt. 14-minute mark of the second period. 2-0 BU eating the Wildcats. Shot blocked down. Rush up ice, Wenskowski. Flanked on her left here by Dunbar. Wenskowski tries to split the defenders, and it's smothered by Schroeder. Face-off on the left side of Schroeder. Face-off win back up to the board. Wrister blocked down in front. Cleared back by the Terriers, 3-on-2. Right side Leslie into the zone. Tries to feather a feed over from Block. Save made by Boutelier. Back through neutral. Cats into the zone. Here's Turner trying to send one across. Wenskowski there as well behind the net. Has her stick held up for a moment. Now Turner's going to try to play. Instead, the Terriers clear through the near corner. Played here by Leslie. She backhands it along. Here's Kelly. Kelly with 2 assists on the game so far. Gloved for a moment by Boutelier. Drops it down. Played to the corner on the near wing. 5 minutes to go here in the second. 2 first period goals for BU. One at Bach at 18 seconds. And one by Schuer at 15:55. Through the corner on the near side, looking back up to the point. Poor pass is picked off here by Elia. Elia along the right side. Gives it through the corner on the left side of Boutelier. Up to the point. Blocked down. Cats try to get it back. And McManus held onto her wrist as she blocked that one down. Now it's Schuler trying to tally her second of the game. Comes out to the corner. Schuler down low in the circle. Poke checked away there by Rowe. Trailer help there by McManus. Aguirre gets it over along the right side and lifts it back to center. Here to play it is Taves. Taves into the zone. Poke checked out to the far wing boards by Abby Cook. The Wildcats need a change here. Hazlitt comes out. So do Devin Taylor, Allie Krause, Schlegel, and Peltier, the 5 skaters at the moment for the Wildcats. Inside 4 to go now. Backhanded along, trying to play it through Tarnowski. Comes up in the air, and there's Schlegel. Hazlitt there as well. Taylor trying to keep it in. Cats do so. Out to the far wing, Hazlitt. Goal line extended. Schlegel tries to lift one in, and the Wildcats trying to jam it in with Hazlitt over on the far crease. A little bit of sustained pressure here for the Cats in the last few moments. Face-off won by the Cats. Trying to get it back up to the point was Wenskowski, taken away here by the Terriers. Here's Rogers. Wenskowski trying to play here as well. Scammell playing it along the left side. Now here's Dunbar. Gets it over for Wenskowski. Poke checked away. Coming up to play it is Dunbar. She wraps it behind the net. There's Turner. Turner out to the corner. Finds a forehand stick over on the far side of the Terriers. And back into the other end of the ice where BU, Tarnowski, tried to carry it along. Comes back along the far side right, and the Cats get it back into BU territory. Down low on the far circle. Karam's off the near corner, and now on the big bounce here comes Leslie. Leslie into the zone, down low in the circle, trying to center it up. The Wildcats now on the takeaway. They skate back with it with a diagonal that's picked off across center. Turner tried to get it over to the right side, and a penalty here coming up. Cats are going to go down a man here as Sasaki goes off for the Wildcats. BU with now their 5th opportunity here on the game. Right side of Boutelier. Up to the point. Stanley gets it out to the left side. Back up to the point, Stanley. Stanley trying to send one across the middle. Cleared to the circle. Stanley with one arm steers it in. Hash is out on the left side. 2 minutes to go here in the period. 1:34 now on the power play for BU. Top of the circle, played back by the Cats. And across neutral, here they come, short-handed, 3-on-1. Here's Taves, trying to get a feed out to the wing. Couldn't skate up to it was Peltier. Peltier tried to get it over for Taves, who had the stick up in the air. She wanted it on the near circle. Now back into neutral ice is Ilya. Ilya through the right hashes. Outside right circle, backhanded along here by Rust. Wildcats poke it away there, and now they'll take control and clear it back. Devin Taylor doing a nice job there for the Wildcats. On the clearance, it hits the BU bench. So face-off comes back into the UNH end. Face-off win by BU. Now with inside a minute to go on the power play. Almost a minute to go here on the game clock. Here's Cook. Right circle. Here's Bach. Victoria Bach gets it down to the goal line extended. Cook fans on her attempt. Wildcats will clear it back. Scammell on the clearance there for the Cats. And 1 minute to go here in the second. Interference call coming up here in front of the play. It's going to go against BU. Nina Rogers going to go up. So we'll skate 4-on-4 for the next 24. And then if the Wildcats cannot tally to their first of the contest, the penalty will carry over against Rogers into the third period. Face off in the BU end, top circle right side. Wildcats 4-on-4, lifted along out to the far wing, Jenna Rowe. Chased down over there by Turner over outside right circle, angled back up to the point. Here's Rowe. Rowe sends one in front, blocked down. Leslie carries it behind the net. Cats are getting back to full strength. Right now as Leslie carries into the zone. So a power play here, abbreviated for the Cats. For the next 20 seconds here of this second period. Here's Fedeschi, backhands it to center. Taken away here by the Cats and Howard. Had very little help as she danced her way into the zone. Cleared back to center by BU. 5 to go as Fedeschi diagonals it out to the far side right. Wenskowski tries to carry it along, comes back to Howard. And with a scoreboard at only one end of the ice today, the Cats are just waiting for that horn to sound on that last push of the second period. BU still holding on to their 2-0 lead. Victoria Bach and Christina Schuler, the two tallies coming back in the first period. Cats will be on the power play for the next 1:10 heading into the third. 36th ranked defense in the country is holding number 2 ranked offense at bay through 2 periods of play. Wildcats down by a pair, 2-0 against BU. As the Wildcats have a power play now for the next 1 minute here to kick off this 3rd period of play. Cats in their own zone, carry along the right side. Here's Turner. Turner to the circle on the near side. Here's Peltier out to the far side left. In front, Wildcats try to send one into Schlegel. Off the back kick plate, played by the Cats to the corner. Bouncing puck out to the corner on the far wing. Backhanded along and steered in front by Wenskowski. Cats try to backhand one in there with Schlegel. Dunbar there as well. Cleared back to the point. Now 22 to go on the power play. Top circle, left side. Cats get it straight up. Backhanded along. Kicked aside by Schroeder out to the far corner. Played over there by Turner. Turner gets taken down. Played over there by Schlegel. Cleaning up the loose puck. Tried to center it up to Dunbar. Couldn't get her stick down. It's cleared back. 4 to go here on the power play. BU going to get back to full strength. Across the middle, Turner too hot to handle on the headman feed by Peltier. And we remain with a 2-0 score. Schlegel losing the puck here. Backhanded along here by Tarnowski. Steered behind the net. Out to the near side, Wenskowski looking up ice. Taves was handcuffed on the headman feed. Another icing called against UNH. UNH is having a tough time gathering any sort of momentum here. Scrambling at times for the puck. Meanwhile, BU looking good, especially on the power plays. Only 1 of 5, but puck movement far superior in this contest here through the first 40 minutes and change. Into the zone. Wildcats try to chase down. Instead, change here with the exception of Taves, who stays out up along the near left, carried into the zone. Played here by Comfort, looking out to the far corner. Gathered up here by Fedeschi. Another penalty coming here against UNH, a hooking call on the carry into the offensive zone. So another power play for BU, their 6th of the game. Face off to come over on the far side, the left side of Ava Boutelier, who through 2 periods has stopped 22 on the contest. Corinne Schroeder stopping 26 through 2 periods of play. BU was 1 of 5 on 8 power play shots. UNH 0 of 4 on 12 power play opportunities. Once again, Victoria Bach at 18 seconds of the first, assisted by Leslie and Abby Cook, and then Christina Schuler at the 15:55 mark on the power play, courtesy of Mary Grace Kelly and Abby Stanley, making it the 2-0 affair so far. Pass too far ahead of Rust. Loose puck here in front of us. Wildcats here with Taylor skating left to right. Here's Taylor. Circle. Across the middle, and a penalty coming up against BU as Jenna Rowe was taken down on the drive in front. A hooking call against BU. So 4-on-4 for the next 1:23 on the game clock. It's going to be Christina Schuler skating off for 2 minutes. So glove side left of Schroeder. Back up to the point. Peltier tried to get it over for Schlegel. So Schlegel has to bring it back onto her own line, taken away by Leslie. Now it's Bach. Bach across the middle. Bach through the far circle. Sticked away on the carry into the zone by Boutelier. Out to the far side left, cleared back, and now Wenskowski skates 4-on-4 along the far side left. 4-on-4 for the next 55 seconds. Cleared back to and through the point by BU as they skate out to the right side. Into the zone. Kicked away there by Boutelier from atop the blue paint. Comes back Tarnowski. Across the middle now Turner. Turner through the center line. Drops it back. Wenskowski tees one up. Getting a piece of it there was Schroeder. Centering feed. Comes back to the point. Trying to send it along there for the Wildcats was Scannell. Cleared back here by Bach with one arm. Her right arm, she steers it into the zone. Top of the circle. Puck slides off her forehand, and now it comes back to Howard. She's in need of a change. Howard gets it back across neutral ice. And now into the zone. Here comes Fedeschi. Nation's leading scorer in power play goals. Comes back for Taves. Cats get back to full strength, and now an abbreviated power play. And McManus off the bench on a change. Coming back, and now played by Fedeschi. Back up to the point, played by Howard. Here's Scannell here. She angles it off the near kick plate. Fedeschi slides it over to the far left. Howard through some traffic. A shot to score! So the Wildcats cut the BU lead in half. It's now a 2-1 contest, as right there on the doorstep for the Wildcats was McManus. Megara McManus for the Wildcats now, notching her 5th of the season. Now tied for the team lead in goals with 5, and now she takes the team lead in points at the moment with 11. Shot from the point, found its way through. We'll see if an assist goes as far as Fedeschi, who started the play at the point. So the first tally of the game for the Wildcats coming here in the third. For the sophomore from Milton, Mass. And now BU back into their own zone, trying to get it up ice for Bach. Back along the left side. So Howard and Taves going to get helpers on that one. Taves is right there alongside McManus. So back the other way, here come the Terriers. BU tries to answer at the UNH end of the ice. In front, and it's held on to by Boutelier. Loose puck right in the center of the crease. Victoria Bach is right there trying to bang it home. Face-off coming in the UNH end with now 14:36 to go here in the third. Out along the left side, stick down here on the clearance bid. Rogers looking in front. Tried to get it over for Tarnowski. Comes back along the near goal line extended. Pass too far behind Wenskowski. Rowe tried to get it up ice. Comes back to the corner on the near wing. Fedeschi trying to guide it further along. Backhanded along. McManus out to the far side left. Cats looking up ice. Dunbar looking for a headman touch to Wenskowski. Trying to chase it down into the BU zone. Alongside Newton. Comes back around to the near corner. Turner here for the Wildcats alongside the Wildcats and Devin Taylor. Shot from the point, rebound in front. Another blast by Howard finds its way in. Save made by Schroeder. Now here comes BU back the other way. Tarnowski lost her stick there. She carried it along into the zone. Comes back to the corner on the far side. Backhanded along. Wenskowski backhands it along to center. And now BU will pivot back through the center line. Out to the right side. Up into the left glove hand of Boutelier. That went off the stick of Reagan Rust. Left side of Boutelier. Face-off win for the Cats as they try to wrap it behind the net. Picked off by BU. Goal line extended on the far side right. Blocked down by Boutelier. Here come the Cats in transition. Here comes Carly Taves. Taves through the near right circle. Now she'll pivot back. Taves carrying it back to top of the circle. Schlegel trying to force one in. Rebound trying to clean it up over on the far wing was McManus again. Cleared back to center and chased down here by Schlegel. Inside 13 minutes to go here in the third period of play. Wildcats and McManus on a power play tally at the 4:34 mark, getting the Wildcats on the board. Down now a tally 2-1 to BU. Middleton trying to take it away. Proust there as well. Deep in the zone. Turned over in front. Middleton tries to lift it upstairs as the puck found its way in front of Schroeder, and she had to kind of steer her body around to get the forehand in, and she lifted it up into the sweater of Schroeder. So face-off now on the left side. Face-off win to Rowe. Rowe looking in front. Some traffic there with Cook in front of Schroeder. Kelly now playing it all the way to through the far corner on the far side. Wildcats over on the far kick plate. Haslett over on the wing, and now atop the circle left side. Cats try to send one in. It redirects wide. Taylor and Proust trying to carry it along behind the net. BU now out through their near circle, cleared back. Bach taken away by Fedeschi. Quick outlet feed up ice. Here's Rowe. Rowe into the zone. Backhands one over. Too far behind Taylor. Devin now plays it through the corner on the near side, and now it's cleared back along the right. Here's Newton. Dances her way back into the offensive zone. Bach now lifts it through the near corner. Fedeschi behind the net trying to play it away, so too Kelly. Fedeschi tries to wrap it around to the far point on the clear. Instead, Tarnowski plays for BU. Wildcats are going to clear it out here after that extended battle for the loose puck. Winskowski's going to backhand it along through the corner on the far side. Chase down here to the near wing. Howard tries to center it up, but sticked away by Schroeder. Back through the line. BU into the zone. Big bounce off that Bauer logo right behind Boutelier. Now UNH back through center. Winskowski gets out to Dunbar. Dunbar looks over her left shoulder. Scammell sends one into the left glove hand of Schroeder, and we'll get a face-off now as we approach the midway point of the third period. Here from the Whittemore Center in Denver. Blowing a tire on the near wing for the Wildcats, and Carly Taves comes back into the New Hampshire end as they clear it back into the BU side of the ice. Near corner, in front, picked off. BU carries it back to Souza. Wildcats get a handle on it and clear it back across the center line. There's Sasaki there, backhanded along across center. Losing an edge there were the Wildcats, and McManus tried to get a feed over from Peltier. Ilya on the far side. Wildcats hold in at the circle. In front through some traffic, doesn't reach Schroeder. D'Souza back across the middle and lifted along here by BU and Ilya. Loose puck battle behind the net. Around to the near side. Angled along to the far wing. Cats try to chase down over there with Fedeschi. Played back outside right circle. BU in the offensive zone as Bach pivots back and reverses her way behind the net. Centering feed back up to the point. A down low redirect there. Bach tried to go between her legs. Rowe with a diagonal out to the wing. Wenskowski couldn't handle. She'll try to chase down to the corner. Stick side right of Schroeder. Played back up to the point, and now it's sent wide from the far left side. Now back up to the point, held on to here by Howard. Scammell took that initial shot. Now it's going to be redirected to top the circle. Cleaned up here by Turner. Turner to the far corner, goal line extended left. She holds onto the puck, looking in front, sends one in off the side of the cage, and it's held onto by Schroeder. Scoring updates here from Durham here today. UNH women's soccer across the street in the semifinals of the America East tournament. They are down 1-0 to Stony Brook in the 82nd minute there. And also volleyball across the street at Lundholm Gym. They lose 3-0 to Albany. Wildcat women's hockey here down 2-1 to BU. With now 7:48 to go here in the third period. Centering bit across the middle. It was Rogers looking for Tarnowski, and now the Wildcats will play with Peltier across the near side right. Centering feed, here comes Taves. Taves into the zone, top left circle. Tries to send one across to Middleton, who is skating up the right. BU on the playback. Comfer tries to center it. Wildcats play, looking for a big rush up the far side left. Cats looking for some space. Sent in by Hazlitt, and it's held on to by Schroeder. And Hazlitt is taken down right there in the crease. And we're going to see who goes off. Oh, they're going to match him. Hazlitt pleading her case. Stanley going to go off, and so too Hazlitt. Wow. Hazlitt skated into the crease area. She was pushed, and then she was hit by Stanley in the face mask. Not sure where the matching comes into play there. So he's skating 5-on-5 or 4-on-4. So 4-on-4. We're going to skate. Face off won by the Terriers as they skate behind the net around with Reagan Rust out along the near wing. Puts on the brakes as Taves tries to take it away. She does so. Carly Taves along the near side right, trying to send one in, and a penalty coming up here against BU. Slashing the call as Taves tried to carry it along. Taves with a nice takeaway on the near blue line and had a seam, but instead Reagan Rust is going to go off for two. So the Wildcats will skate 4-on-3 now for the next 1 minute and 46 seconds. Excuse me. Turner now going to play it on the near dot. Played here by Peltier. Slides it out to the far side left. Gets it back from Wenskowski. Near circle. Played here by Schlegel. She tries to go upstairs. Grazed the body on the rising shot off of Schroeder. Back up to the left point. Give and go. Now Peltier looking in front. One-time bid and a score! There's Schlegel on a feed from the point, and Peltier and the Wildcats notch the equalizer. We're all even at 2. Peltier slides it onto the forehand of Schlegel, and Schlegel finds some room on the near pipe, between the pipe and the left shoulder of Schroeder. And it's now a 2-2 game. Should be 13-14 this tally for the Wildcats. Another power play goal. Their second of the game, and we're all even at 2. Still going to skate 4-on-4 with those matching calls against Stanley and Hazlitt. They're trying to figure out how much time is going back up. It's going to be 1:29 to go on the 4-on-4. So 2-2 of the score. Wildcats with 2 goals here in this third period of play. McManus and now Schlegel. Out to the far side left, carried into the zone. Wenskowski and Peltier gonna get helpers on that one. Wildcats still in the offensive zone. Here's Taves, back up to the point, Fedeski, angle along. Taves back up to the point, Howard. Now it's Fedeski trying to thread the needle. Fedeski trying to skate up to the loose puck atop the circle, and it's gonna be cleared back by BU, but icing will be whistled against the Terriers. Face-off coming back in the BU zone, 6:05 to go here in the third. Timeout down on the ice. BU takes it. 2-2, 4-on-4 remains for the next 48 seconds, 6:05 to go here in the third. Face-off coming in the BU end. 6:05 to go here in the third period. Amy Schlegel just a moment ago at 13-14, making it a 2-2 game. Wildcats can't win the face-off. Peltier does a nice job of trying to deflect it back to the corner, and now it's carried along by Bach. Poke checked away Peltier. Here comes Taylor along the near side right. Devin gets a centering fade off. Dunbar sent it off the back wall. Over skating it there was Taylor. Possibility would have bounced onto her stick on the near pipe. Schroeder was sliding off to her right to guard that far side. BU on the attack. Circle on the far side. Victoria Bach hops off her stick. Wildcats try to play back. In transition, here comes Peltier. Peltier into the zone all by her lonesome. She tries to split the defenders, gets a poke checked off her stick, and now both teams get back to 5-on-5. 5:13 to go. Bach now plays along the near left. Big headman center line feed. BU into the zone with Leslie. Couldn't quite get it all the way through. Leslie now drops it back. Bach. Poke checked away, back to the point. Carried along here by Leslie again to the near circle. Leslie looking back. Tarnowski gets back to the point. Played here by Galway. Out to the far wing and a rebound in front. Handcuff there was Leslie on a big rebound, left out front by Boutelier. Played back to the corner on the opposite end of the ice. UNH in the offensive zone. Backhanded feed. Nifty move there by Middleton trying to get it over Turner. Played out to the corner on the far side. Here's Wenskowski. Now it's Turner again. Trailer help here from the freshman Middleton. Over skating was Fedeski, and the Cats will come back and play in their own end. Cats changing up some bodies as they play up along the far side left. Hazlitt tries to carry. She forgot the puck. And now a 3-on-2 develops back into the zone. Boutelier steers one to the near circle. Cats will clean it up and lift it back to center. Glove down here by Stanley. Played back by the Wildcats as they walk it back with Rowe along the far glass. Icing waved off as trying to glove it down on the far wing was Cook. Taylor going to try to chase down. Behind the net, there's Prouse. Prouse couldn't handle. Finds the stick of the Terriers over on the far wing, and it's carried along into the zone. Top of the right circle. Poke checked away there and intercepted by the Cats. Prouse tries to get a diagonal out to the near wing. Taylor's going to try to chase down atop the near right blue line. 3:33 to go here in the third period. 2-2 to score. BU and UNH looking for a frozen puck. No, they're going to get Rogers to play back into her own circle on the left side. Rogers up ice along the near side left. Carrying it back across center is Stanley. Stanley top of the circle, and she sends a wrister into the mesh. .312 to go here in the third. Face-off will come in the UNH end as it was deflected off of the stick of Howard. Stick side right of Boutelier. Taves going to come in and take the face-off for the Wildcats. It's played to the corner. Now to the opposite side, there's McManus. McManus trying to play it back up to the point. Wildcats will play on their circle on the far side. Play back here by Scammell. Scammell gets it out to the far side left. Peltier skates with it along, backhanded along the far glass, and it's Gray's high stick will be the call off BU, so it's going to come back into the BU end on the face-off. Didn't know if it grazed a player over on the UNH bench on the clearance, but Wildcats will get the benefit of the face-off in the BU zone with inside 3 to go. Face-off win by the Cats back up to the point. Kept in there by Peltier. Peltier keeps it on the left side. Zaki couldn't handle. Comes back along the left side, cleared back by the Cats. D'Souza tries to carry it along into the zone. She does so. Works her way to the perimeter. Schlegel there trying to take it away. McManus tries to backhand it along. Comes out to the far wing. Peltier couldn't clear it through Taves. Comes back along the far side right. And a centering feed comes back along to the near corner. Top circle on the near wing. Backhanded along to the point. Down low, pass picked off here by the Cats. Try to clear it back across the line. They do so. Here's McManus, 2-on-1 back into the zone. McManus now tries to steer her way between the defenders, and it's poke checked away nicely there by D'Souza. Back the other way, Leslie. Poke checked away. She regathers it. Taken away here by Taves. Taves for the short feed up ice for Rowe, and she'll backhand it into the BU end. Inside 2 to go. 2-2 is our score with Kelly now trying to backhand it along to neutral ice. Winskowski's going to take a slap at it and keep it into the zone. Cleared back through center. Wildcats trying to skate up to it here, and they will do so to get the icing. Rowe tried to stay a few strides in front of Mary Grace Kelly to get the icing whistle. Women's soccer has lost. It is now a 1-0 final. Stony Brook over the Wildcats this afternoon. Stick side right. Face-off win by the Cats, and Fedeski sails one high. Big carom back to neutral ice. Rowe tried to get it over. Taken away on her fan over to the far wing. Kelly tries to send it in. Rowe tried to get a pass over to Fedeski, and now here's Wenskowski. Now it's Dunbar. Both the 12 and the 4 sweater couldn't control. We're approaching a minute to go here in the third period of play. Wildcats were down 2-0, and then McGarrett McManus and Amy Schlegel make it a 2-2 game. Here's Dunbar trying to set it across the middle. Comes back to the corner on the near wing. Glove down at the point here by Howard on the right side. BU on the takeaway, Victoria Bach. Bach now through the near blue line. She now swivels her way to the high slot. Tries to force a shot in. Cleared out to the far half wall, and there's McManus. McManus gets it taken away. BU top circle on the far wing. Wildcats on the poke check, get it back to the point with Howard. Behind the net further. Played there by the Terriers and Leslie. She angles it back up to the point. Now here's Newton. Newton fakes the shot. Now it's Leslie, top left circle. Over to the far side right. A shot sails up and into the glove of Boutelier. Some traffic right there in front by Comfer, and nice job there by Boutelier on that shot from the right point. 20.6 to go, face off in the New Hampshire end. Stanley, right point. Comfer looking in front. There's Rogers. Rogers skates with it out to the far corner. Outside right circle. Down low right circle. Loose puck out to the corner on the far side with now 3 to go on the game clock. Over on the right side, goal line extended, and wanting a one-time bid there was Rust as she was creeping in from the high point into the high slot. And through regulation, we're all square at 2. BU goals, Victoria Bach at 18 seconds. Christina Schuler at 15:55, both goals in the first. Magyara McManus at 4:34, and Amy Schlegel at 13:14 of the third, making it 2-0 the Wildcats with 2 unanswered here in the third period of play. Wildcats with a game total 42 shots on goal to BU's 31. UNH with 16 shots on goal in that third period to BU's 7. New Hampshire 2 of 6 on the man advantage, BU 1 of 6 on the power play rather, and Ava Boutelier stopping 29, Corinne Schroeder stopping 40 in the effort so far for BU. 2-2, overtime coming up in 1 minute from the Whittemore Center in Durham. Five minutes on the overtime game clock. Wildcats in their white skating right to left during the overtime session. 2-2 is our score. Wildcats answering back with 2 unanswered in that third period of play. Along the right side, Cats carried back across neutral. Into the zone, McManus. McManus backhands it along. Off the end wall, Cats carry it along here with Taves through the near corner. Along the kick play, McManus gets it back up to the point. Wanting the feed was Peltier. Comes back along the far side left, and now it's cleared back by Leslie. Leslie into the offensive zone. Left circle. She sends one off the right shoulder. Grazed the stick there of Boutelier. Now Taves. Short feed from behind. Gets it for Schlegel. Schlegel across the middle. Cats with McManus. Feathers one over to the far wing. Middleton tried to skate with it over to the far wing. Cats in the midst of a change. Kelly now with a short feed out to her right to Victoria Bach. Bach into the zone. 3-on-3 back the other way, and a save made by Boutelier on the drive in by the alternate captain for the Terriers. 4:05 to go here in the overtime. 2-2. Stick side right of Boutelier comes back cross center. Winskowski wanted the big seam over on the far side right. Had all kinds of daylight as she could have gathered up control, and now along the left side, Tarnowski into the UNH end. Through the circle. Behind the net now, lifted along Turner. Through the corner on the near wing. Back inside the line, kept in there by Rogers. Here's Comfer, taken away by the Cats, cleared along to the far wing, and now UNH will carry. Here comes Winskowski, circle on the right side, her shot blocked down by Galway. Wildcats hold on to possession. Here's Fedeschi. Fedeschi looking, trying to thread one in front. Hits Tarnowski. Now Tarnowski will get it back across the middle. Rogers winds up, sends one off the left shoulder of Boudelier, and now back to center. It's cleared back. Scammell trying to backhand it along the far wing. Taken away here by Taylor. Devin pivots, gets it up for Hazlitt. Hazlitt sends it to the opposite corner. Played over to Prowse. Alley tries to backhand it along. She now gathers it. Short feed through the goal line extended. Devin Taylor was over there. 2 minutes and 43 seconds to go here in this contest. We're in overtime as BU will carry it along the far wing. Quickly taken back by the blue and white. Taylor backhands it over. And Scammell will have to chase down here to the near wing. She tries to send it across the middle to Souza. Now a short feed. Elia sends it upstairs, and it's held onto by Boudelier just above the arched UNH across the front of the netminder sweater. Glove side left of Ava. Now the Wildcats going to try to chase down. Instead, Leslie picks up the loose puck. In front, guarding the pipe there was Boudelier, and it comes out in front, now out to the corner. Taves going to try to clear it along. Backhanded further, picked off here by Kelly. Schlegel's going to clean it up for the Wildcats. Backhanded along the far glass, and now back to neutral. McManus is going to try to chase down. Played back the other way by the Wildcats out to the corner on the far side. Schlegel trying to carry it through the far circle. Comes back along the right side. Leslie blows a tire. Turn back to Taves. Taves tries to wrap it through the near corner with now 1:40 to go here in the overtime. Leslie looking up along the right side. Drops it back for Victoria Bach. Bach through the slot. Tries to lift one upstairs, and Boudelier drops to the ice to cover up the puck. .129 now to go in the overtime. Face-off win here for UNH. Played along the near glass. Dunbar trying to skate up to it. She does so. Tries to work her way to the outside of the left circle. Dunbar behind the net. Gets it back atop the circle. A shot blocked down in front. Comes out to the goal line extended on the far corner. Played back up to the point. Cats keep it in. Reversed back to the corner on the send ahead by Jenna Rowe. Wildcats now in front. Winskowski poke checked off her stick. Wildcats send one high and wide from the point. Loose in front. Wildcats try to jam it in over on the far pipe. Puck squirts out loose between the hashes, and it comes out over the crossbar on the shot by Fedeschi. Circle on the near wing. Puck stayed loose the whole time. Comes back along the near wing. Cats have to get back onside. Carried along here by Cook. Cook back through the center line. Sends a wrister in, up and over the UNH net. 33 to go here in overtime. Puck lifted up into the mesh, and a face-off will come with now 28.4 to go. Rust chipped along through the corner. Stanley, right point through some traffic. Cats clear it back to the point. 15 to go here in the overtime. Stanley trying to keep it away from Taves. Comes back Victoria Bach. Cats are going to keep it in with McManus. She backhands it along further to the corner. Carried along the to the near point. Taylor keeps it in. And the horn sounds as Taves tried to steer it away through the circle on the near wing, but the horn sounds. Wildcats fight back in this one for a 2-2 final score with 2 unanswered in the third period. 44 shots on goal for the Wildcats, 36 shots on goal for the Terriers. Both teams pick up 1 point here on the afternoon. Wildcats return to the ice here coming up on Friday evening against Vermont here at the Whittemore Center. That game on ESPN 3 at 7 o'clock. Wildcats now with their 8th point in conference on the season. BU picks up their 3rd point on the season thus far. 2-2 the final score. We will talk to you next on ESPN 3 coming your way on Friday against Vermont. But for now, 2-2 the final score. UNH and the Terriers. Have a great afternoon, everybody.